What's up YouTube, this is YSYPCs bringing you a custom gaming PC tour. This is my gaming PC and I'm going to give you a look around. So let's get started. Okay, so first of all I'll give you a good view of the front of the case. This case is a Thermaltake Versa V2. Comes with a 500 watt power supply, which I did end up using. It is a pretty good power supply, but I think I will be replacing it with the GS600 from Corsair. So at the front we have a reset switch, hard drive LED, USB 3, microphone jack, headphone jack, USB 2.0, power LED, and a power button. As you can see, I just have a plain DVD writer burner. It's a Samsung. I don't use it very much. I kind of regret using it, but I don't know. It's just normal. Slides out, slides back in. And then below it I have two spare 5¼ inch bays, and below that a 3.5 inch bay. I might be installing a fan controller soon, I'm not quite sure. This is a blue Antec fan, I think it was. I got it a while back, and the Thermaltake logo. So this is just the case. I'll be taking it off. This is what it looks like with the front of the case off. I think the fan looks pretty cool. And the hard drive LED is flashing always because the hard drive is being used sometimes not. But otherwise I think it looks pretty cool. Okay, so this is the side of my case. You can see through the window a little bit. I took off the side panel with these two thumb screws, and it just slides off like this. Here's the inside. The cable's pretty messy, but this case didn't give me much of a chance to work. In the front, I have a 500 gigabyte Samsung hard drive, 7200 RPM, just normal. Above that, I have a DVD writer burner. Here I have 8 gigabytes of Gskill Ripjaws memory, and my CPU is the Intel 3470, cooled by the Coolmaster Hyper 212 Evo, pushing air that way, and then a back fan to pull the air away, kind of like a push pull. This is my GPU. It's the PCS Plus by Power Color 7850. It does the job. I can play Battlefield, Bioshock Infinite, all those, Skyrim, max settings, looks great. Really pleased, good frame rate, full 1080p HD, just single monitor. These are just some cables, especially one of them hard was the USB 3, which was very hard to work with because it's so fat and bulky. There's my power supply. It's a Thermaltake 500 watt, comes with a case. Okay, so this is the back of my case. Here at the top you can see I have a USB wireless dongle by Belkin for my wireless. Beside that is an extra USB 2.0 port and a PS2 port for a keyboard or mouse. I have a DVI, VGA, HDMI, but that doesn't really matter because it's the onboard audio. Below that I have two USB 3.0 ports, and below that two USB 2.0s, with a total of 4 USB 2.0 ports and 2 USB 3.0 ports. There I have a Ethernet port, and headphone, microphone, and a blue port. At the bottom is my graphics card ports, 2 DVI, HDMI, and a display port. 2 mini display ports actually. I don't know why I have the DVI on the bottom. I think I was plugging it in the dark, which is probably not a good idea, but did it anyway. There I have water cooling grommets, which I don't use. I don't know when was the last time anyone used those. I don't know. There's my power supply. Okay, so that was my PC. I'm pretty happy with it, but I will be doing some improvements in the future. So a few upgrades I'm thinking of is one, my power supply. I think it's just not quite up to the job, and I think it's gonna choke out soon and die. That probably wouldn't be very good for my components. They might even break some, so I'll be probably getting the GS600. I'm not quite sure. The GS700 and GS800 is... The GS800 is only like $30 more than the GS600, so I might just spend the extra money and just get the GS800, and then it'll be ready for future upgrades. I think I'll also be getting an SSD soon and taking my operating system from my hard drive to the SSD so it boots faster and so that I can just have really quick to my applications. I'll also be exchanging the case. That's something I'm not quite sure about. I might be getting either the Corsair 350D because I really like the window and the design. The brushed aluminum just looks fantastic. Or I might get the NZXT Phantom 410 because it has more of a... I think it looks more spacey, maybe. I don't know if that's a good word for it. I just think it looks really cool. I've been a fan of the NZXT cases for a while now. So I do make PCs. If you would like me to make you a custom PC, I can. I have made PCs, a lot of PCs in the past. I make full range of PC from a budget $500 PC all the way to a really high-end $2,000 PC. I built a PC for my friend, which was approximately $1,500. It had a i5 3570K H100i, Raedeon HD 7850. It had a Samsung SSD, really high-end components. The motherboard was really good, and overclocked the CPU. So if you want that, then just PM me or comment, I suppose. I live in Australia, so it'd be helpful if you did live in Australia, but if you don't, that's alright. I can always post it overseas. That's alright for me. I know how to package it really well so it doesn't get damaged in shipping. But then again, sometimes it's just the shipping people, they're really not very careful with things like that. Comment if you have any questions or if you have any comments. I guess that's why it's called the comments section. Even negative feedback to tell me what I'm doing wrong, if I should do anything better, that's alright as well. So if you made it this far, thanks for watching, and if you liked it, hit the like button. And if you want to see more content from me, which this is my first video, it'll only be getting better, subscribe. And if you really thought it was a good video, then you can share it if you want. So anyways, thanks for watching.